Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today for another day of Diecast Racing. We're excited to bring you the Ladder Wars Racing. Today we have a special commentating guest, Josh over from Rust Belt Racing. He will be joining us today, and it's going to be a great time.
Thanks for having me, Mark. I'm excited to be here at Black Hills Speedway.
Here we are, cars lining up, ready to get in. It's going to be an exciting day for Ladder Wars. And these are your top 10 drivers. Last Wednesday we had Crazy Canuck and Momma G from G4 Diecast Racing make it into the top 10 in the number 9 and number 10 spot, eliminating Scooter Roundwell and Eric Z in their stock cars. Some of these stock cars have been able to compete with these modified cars. It's been very interesting to see which of these stock cars will be able to compete against the modifieds.
And here's the race format for today, very similar to the other
and
ladder
up first,
races.
We have Crazy Canuck and Momma G going at it. Jaguar XC driven by Crazy Canuck, 49 grams. Momma G, 50 grams. Momma G inside lane taking a good head start here. Crazy Canuck falling behind, loses a little bit of control there. Momma G takes win number 1. Crazy Canuck just barely making it to the finish line, but he finishes race number 2. Crazy Canuck has a lead. Can he hold off? Momma G surging past in the second lane. That's a great lead. The same with Crazy Canuck, losing a bit of momentum there on the second straightaway. Able to finish the race though.
And it looks like he's going to be done for the evening.
Yes, you're right. He is done for the evening.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
But up next, we have Momma G going up against James Sterling. James Sterling, the only driver who started it out as a stock, I think in 3rd place, is 0 for 12. He's looking to make a difference here, but it's going to be hard against Momma G, who is a strong run there in the outside lane. Will finish in first.
Momma G is just looking great coming through the blue track sections at the top of the course.
Race number 2. Momma G with the inside lane advantage will look to seal this victory, and it looks like she is doing a very good job in doing so. James Sterling is creeping up to the finish line. Can he do it?
No, I don't think he's going to make it.
No, he is short, but he still loses.
See, I was right.
Doesn't matter. But here we go for race number 3. Momma G against number 7, Dave, in the stock car against Momma G in her modified car. Dave has a good lead coming down, is able to defend that. Momma G right on his tail, trying to catch up, just runs out of room. Dave takes win number 1.
That's actually surprising for me, Mark. After seeing Momma G run so well, but she's going to get another shot here from the inside lane. Thanks for letting me talk, by the way, Mark. Oh, and she's coming out there strong. Looking like she's going to finish strong, but Dave's coming up on the inside, and no, he can't make it.
Yeah, I think Dave is really strong here in his stock car. Momma G struggling a little bit. Can she do it on this lap?
You know, Mark, it's going to come right down to that blue track section at the top of the course. Momma G has been so strong through that part. And no, Dave blocks her as she is coming out of the blue track, and he will take the win.
You're right. Dave had a commanding lead, able to hold off Momma G. Dave moves on, going up against XANTHIPPE. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Actually, it's pronounced XANTHIPPE.
Well, here she goes. Having a commanding lead, Dave falling behind.
Does not look like he's going to catch up here, Mark.
That lead just keeps on growing. And Dave not able to compete against her there. She takes win number 1. Here we go for race number 2. Dave with a good lead, not big enough. He wrecks, he's a goner. And she is going to run away with the win. Is that Dave over there? How did he do that?
Whoa, where did he come from?
In reverse. At least he finishes in second. Here's a replay. Loses some control, but is able to finish there. Here we go for matchup. XANTHIPPE versus Rob Allen. Rob Allen is the only Matchbox in this tournament so far. He did pretty good in the early stages, but is falling down in the standings now, as XANTHIPPE has a great corner there. Overcomes Rob Allen, and XANTHIPPE will take win number 1.
No, XANTHIPPE, you're not even pronouncing it the same each time. So XANTHIPPE is the one that took win number 1 there.
Here we go for race number 3. XANTHIPPE inside lane. Rob Allen for Wallside Diecast Racing Team in the outside lane. XANTHIPPE with a great lead. Comes out of the chicane smoothly. Rob Allen catching up very fast to her. Just not enough real estate to do so, XANTHIPPE will come away with a 2-0 win and will now compete against SPEEDY G.
XANTHIPPE versus SPEEDY G.
These two drivers have a history together.
Stop.
SPEEDY G has come on top every single time. SPEEDY G driving for G4 Diecast Racing has a great start. XANTHIPPE not ever to pass him up there, but it's falling behind now. SPEEDY G takes win number 1. What a great way to start the race here for SPEEDY G. XANTHIPPE's going to have to pull something out to compete and beat SPEEDY G. On the inside lane, she has a great advantage to do so. Can she do it? Looks like she has a commanding lead. SPEEDY G is closing in. Almost caught up to her and passed her up, but just falls short. XANTHIPPE's going to have to do something here. SPEEDY G pulling away. And he is going to take the win and move up the ladder.
XANTHIPPE, that's how you pronounce it, actually lost out there. So now SPEEDY G is going to take on James Thomas from Golden Motors.
Here we go for race number 1. SPEEDY G and James Thomas. SPEEDY G outside lane is able to take it, and he's in the lead. James Thomas nowhere to be seen. He takes win number 1. SPEEDY G is looking very good.
SPEEDY G dominating once again.
You want to talk over there, Josh?
I'm trying.
Get you one after the race.
I'm trying to talk. You keep talking over me. So SPEEDY G looking pretty dominant here after beating XANTHIPPE. That's how you pronounce that name. And he's going to come
here
up
here. Go for
No,
race number
stop.
2.
I'm trying
SPEEDY
to talk.
G inside lane advantage. Has a great start. Ooh, he is wrecked. James Thomas takes advantage of that and will win race number 2, tying the series 1-1.
SPEEDY G is not looking good up there.
I hope SPEEDY G is okay, but who knows? He might be using the bathroom there while he is wrecked there. Okay, race number 3. James Thomas with the inside lane. SPEEDY G outside lane. He is going to pass him up there and loses a little bit of control, but is okay for him. He is going to take win number 3 and take on the series. SPEEDY G is the winner here, and he will take on me, so I better get out of here.
And now I'm finally going to get an opportunity to announce a race here as SPEEDY G and MARKISTA from M&M Racing. SPEEDY G has been really dominant so far in all of his races, but MARKISTA coming in and sliding sideways.
Come on, man.
Hey.
I'm here trying to drive clean here, man.
Could you stop talking?
Woohoo! Win number 1.
You know,
Take that, SPEEDY G.
you
Try to
hire
wreck
me
bro.
for the color commentary on the races, and then even when you're driving the car, you're still interrupting me when I'm trying to talk. But hey, here's SPEEDY G coming back and getting the win there.
I'm still coming for you, SPEEDY G.
Yeah, we know, Mark. We know. So we're going to go to sudden death race here in Ladder Wars. SPEEDY G on that outside lane, and he's been dominant the whole time.
Oh, you jerk.
And MARKISTA blocks him.
Can't get me. Can't get me.
Yeah, oh, what a finish there. We got a photo finish here in Ladder Wars, folks. Watch this as MARKISTA blocks SPEEDY G coming around that second to last turn. Picks up a little bit of speed, but look at SPEEDY G coming in from the outside, and it looks like MARKISTA actually won that race. So close. Doesn't get closer than that here.
You're out of here, SPEEDY G.
Now our next race, MARKISTA still in the car, going up against the number 1 overall seed. That's Oliver James from Transport Diecast Racing. He's been pretty dominant throughout all this, but MARKISTA did have some quick races there, and he's got that outside lane coming
Oliver
through the
James,
blue
that's a great
section.
lead.
And
I got you up, man. I can't do anything
can
about
you
it.
stop, Mark?
Here I go.
You know, I'm trying to do my job here, Mark.
I'm really close, but I don't think I got it.
I don't think you got it either, but just let me do my job. I'm announcing this race. But look at MARKISTA coming up from the outside lane, just like SPEEDY G did to him. And it looked like Oliver James. Yes, that was a block. He blocked him.
He knew I was going to beat him.
Yeah, no, okay. So here we go. Race number 2 between these two, and Oliver James is lagging pretty far behind, but he catches up very quickly. MARKISTA crosses the line first. If he could just stop talking.
Okay, race number 3. I have to win this thing.
You know what, Mark? How about you do
I
this
think my
one?
accelerator is broken. Ooh. Jerk. Oh, come on,
And
man.
MARKISTA gets left in the dust there as Oliver James just barely touches the finish line.
Make it to the finish line? If not, we can restart.
No, he did it. He's there. And Markista is left way behind on that last turn where he just kind of stalled out.
Come jump me off, please.
Yep, hang on. We're going to send over the crew to get Markista off that last turn. But you see what happens here. Oliver James goes sideways and blocks him. Markista was actually going for the pass. And Oliver James with a beautiful block.
Man, I really tried to get by him there, but there was just no room on the track to pass him up. Just had to smack into him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner for Week 7, Oliver James for Transport Diecast Racing.
Oh, Mark's back in the booth. Welcome back.
He has been unstoppable and is looking very good here. I'm going to get you one of these races, though. I got to win. I'm getting closer and closer. And these are your standings. Oliver James defends his title. Momma G, XANTHIPPE, SPEEDY G, all advance one position, while James Thomas, Rob Allen, and James Sterling have dropped one position. James Sterling and Crazy Canuck will join 2 new arrivals on Wednesday for the qualifying.
Thanks for having me, Mark. That was something. That was something.